What are SMART goals, and how can we create them when setting goals for our own life? You know, we're always told how important goal setting is and how we should write our goals down frequently, but there are so many different techniques and theories out there that all claim that they are the best way. Well, one of my favorite ways to create goals is using the SMART acronym. And in this video, we're going to talk about what are SMART goals and how can you create them in your life. Let's get right to it. I'm Brandon Eastman with BeBetterIndustries.com, and on this YouTube channel, we talk about how to perform at your peak so that you can amplify your success in life. So if you want to be more successful in life, hit that subscribe button down here and hit the bell. That way you're notified of all new videos that we release every single Monday. And while you're down there, hit that like button so that this video can be sent to more people who want to know exactly what SMART goals are and how they can create them in their life. I personally believe that if you don't have goals for your life, you're like a ship on the ocean without a sail. You're going this way and that way with no clear direction. And having clear, concise, and specifically written goals is so important in order for you to make progress in your life. And if you're not quite bought in on the importance of setting goals, then you got to check out my video where I go deep into the concept of goal setting and why it's important, and you can see that video right up here. And when I create goals for my own life, I'm a big fan of the SMART system of goal setting. And you're probably wondering, what do SMART goals even stand for? Well, I'm glad you asked. Check it out. SMART goals stands for a goal that is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. And I want to go over each one of these letters with you because they are so important. If you have some of these elements, but you're missing others, then your goal is not as concrete. And when I say concrete, I mean it's not as likely that that goal will manifest itself into your reality if you're missing one, several, or all of these elements. So let's start with specific. What does it mean if a goal is specific? Well, it's one thing to say you want to lose weight. It's one thing to say that you want to earn more money. But when people tell me goals like that, I always ask them, okay, so specifically how much money are you looking to make? Specifically how much are you looking to weigh? Because if you simply say that you want to lose weight, technically if you wake up the next day after setting that goal and you are 1 pound less, then when you look at the scale, your brain tells you, oh wow, goal achieved. And you stop taking as much action and putting in as much effort subconsciously because you believe that that goal is already achieved. So rather than saying, I want to lose weight, maybe you could say something like, I will weigh 180 pounds. That's how you make a goal specific. It's the same thing with money. Rather than say, I want to earn more money, how much money specifically would you like to earn? $80,000 a year, $100,000 a year, whatever it might be for you, a specific daily, monthly, or yearly number will all work. But the S is for goals that are specific. And then we're talking about goals that are measurable, the M in SMART. Measurable simply means how will you know once you've achieved this goal? Now, some people tell me that their goal is to become more confident. They want to be happier. They want to have less stress. And the first question that I ask the person who says that is, how will you know once you've achieved the goal? How will you know once you're happier? How will you know once you're less stressed? Will you smile a specific amount of times in the day? Will you meet new friends who bring up your vibration, who charge your battery versus drain your battery? How will you know once this goal is achieved? Some goals are automatically measurable, such as I want to earn $100,000 a year. How will you know once you've done that? Well, you'll earn $100,000 that year. You'll see your W-2 form and you'll say, oh wow, I did it, $100,000. So measurable stands for how will you know once you've achieved the goal. Now the A in SMART stands for goals that are attainable. Is your goal actually achievable, or are you putting out some pie in the sky number or some pie in the sky goal that's not even possible for you to achieve? Attainable and realistic are very similar, but they're different in a few different ways. As an example, if I write down a goal such as, I will become a better basketball player than LeBron James, do you think that that's very attainable? Probably not. I could get better at basketball. I could even become maybe the best basketball player in my town or my city or even my state. But I'm probably not going to be as amazing or as legendary as LeBron James, and there's many reasons for that. It's not attainable because I haven't been practicing the game of basketball from a very young age. I'd be starting now. I don't really play basketball too much. The same thing goes for I will become as great of a swimmer as Michael Phelps. He's been practicing his entire life. He might have specific physical attributes that help him in the game of swimming as well, which he actually does if you look up Michael Phelps. So attainable really means, is this a possible goal for you to even achieve? And then we get to realistic, the R in SMART goals. And realistic means if I told you that I wanted to earn $1 billion by next year, that's not a very realistic goal. I might want to start a little bit smaller. And if you tell yourself that you want to do something and it's not very realistic that you'll achieve it, then your brain's gonna tell you subconsciously, hey man, that's not possible. Why are you setting goals that are so high when you know you're not gonna hit them? And because the goal is so unrealistic, you don't take the action towards that goal that you probably should. Or if you fall short, you get very discouraged and you stop going after the goal completely. So A is attainable, R is realistic. They are similar but different in certain aspects. And that leads us to the final letter in SMART goals, which is T, for time bound. Goals that have a deadline. And it's very simple. Why is a deadline important? Right? Think about back in high school. Think about during your college days. Think about in your business or at the job that you work at. When you're told an assignment is due on Monday, when do a lot of people start working on that assignment? They probably start Sunday night, right? They wait until the last possible minute to complete the goal or to complete the assignment or the paper or whatever it might be. So when you create a deadline, you create a perceived sense of urgency that causes you to take different action than if there was no deadline at all. Because if there was no deadline, some people would never take action. And a deadline is good for those people who know that by having an end date, it will cause them to take more action knowing that that end date is coming up soon. And this looks like a lot, and you're probably asking yourself, how can I take all of this and actually create goals with all of these different pieces of information that have to be included? It's a lot simpler than it looks. Let me show you. In order to take all of those separate aspects and put them into a concrete SMART goal, I recommend writing them out in sentences just like this. I will, and then write your specific goal by this specific date. As an example, I will weigh 180 pounds by December of 2021. Or I will earn $80,000 by December of 2021. Or I will visit Italy with my wife by January 2022. And I personally recommend you have SMART goals for each separate area of life, which I talk about in depth in my course called Life Designing Secrets, where I take you by the hand as I bring you through my course and show you how to create goals in the 4 main areas of life that I call the seeds of excellence, where we create SMART goals and we create the action steps to go along with them so that you can live a better life and achieve the goals that you've always wanted to achieve. And if you're interested in that course, Life Designing Secrets, click the link in the description below and it will bring you right to the page where you can get yourself signed up immediately. If this video helped you, remember to hit the subscribe button down here and hit the bell so you see all new videos every single Monday, and be sure to hit that like button so that this video goes to more people who want to know what are SMART goals and how can they create them in their life. And until we talk again next time, continue to be better.